Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mostert. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. 20. Lucky.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Newton. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. It works.
And I'm wondering when it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
3 down.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 8. 4 down. Hatchet. Hatchet. SOS. SOS. 8. 8. SOS. SOS. SOS.
Newton now to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Newton. And Ingram holds it in.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually...
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll find Metcalf. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All day. Rush 8. 8. Rush in. And 58 is a mic. Go.
Throwing again is Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal.
We want it. Come to Great. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. 22 yards there, a first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Dickerson. And he'll go down at the 28. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down now, Dickerson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Watson, swiping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you hope is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Take it away and turn things over to their D.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business, and he is in! Touchdown, Miami! Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Check it out, read. Check 3. Hey.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set. 20. 59. Here we go, D.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run at Sanders.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
So this not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that one will be accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
20.
Again, Newton twisting away. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets it down to the
The guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Talk to, says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stop.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And again this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
What we got?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A toss out to Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That's caught by Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Sanders. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken very short.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on now, let's go.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Great.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, 780. I'm coming for you. You mine.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, and this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now Newton eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Mike 50. Drop deep. Shit. 8.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Keep playing hard. What is it? 52. 52's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a low. Hey!
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a carry for Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Mike 50. Let's go. Begin.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
The Dolphins take over.
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
20.
Throwing on second and long. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Switch. Check nine. Watch that green.
Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 35 on second down. Jackson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
49ers 3.
So don't say nothing.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Next to score, Niners 10, Dolphins 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Sanders. He's got daylight, 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here.
We're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. From the 35 on second down, Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There he goes left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a give, right side. It's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Newton to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deeper. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Great. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Eluding the pressure. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. On first down, Sanders. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Come on out here. Come get some.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Looking for Woods that time.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll take this
That's how you
into the
do
end
something
zone
like
for a
that.
Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball.
Added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 45 on second down, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And now they're going to inches. This is 4th and 14. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. They got a man. It's Woods. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Watch out, watch out.
Gun.
Throwing on second down. Newton, he'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in from Miami.
Don't you ever run your mouth again, boy.